Good morning, everyone. This is Faith at Faith and Books. I'm just going to do a very quick update because it's about 10:07 in the morning on a Monday morning. I have to get the 6-year-old up and ready for school. But I spent all weekend, well, I didn't spend the entire weekend, but I made 5 different videos for my Sustainability July thing, which I'm really excited about. But I realized I haven't done, a book update. So it's the news is kind of pathetic. So let's see. First of all, Don Quixote. My app on my phone for LibriVox seems to have stopped working. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my phone or the app or LibriVox itself. But I'll get like 2 minutes into a chapter and it just stops. It just cuts off. And then when I go to get it again, it just repeats the first 2 minutes or so. So I'm stuck on chapter 28. I did read chapter 27 out of this book. And I guess I could just go to reading. However, my eyes are really, really bad right now. They're the worst they've ever been. I went to the surgeon, and I have 2 different types of cataracts in my eyes, and they grade them from numbers 1, meaning the least amount of cataracts or whatever, to 4 being the worst, and I'm at 3 in both eyes. So it is such a strain for me to read. I can't physically read very much or very fast. So that kind of puts a damper in trying to get reading done. So I've decided that for Don Quixote, I don't know when I'm going to finish it. I'm going to ask one of my kids to see if they can fix the LibriVox thing. Otherwise, I might just take my time and read through this. I hope to be done by the end of the year. That's my new goal. I don't want to give up on it. I've gotten so far. I mean, look, I've read all this. I've listened to all this and read some of it. I only have that much. It's a reread for me, so I really think I want to get it done so I can have some closure on it. And, it's a wonderful book. I really, really appreciate it very much. So that's going to be my new goal. Just circumstances are working against me. And so at some point by the end of 2022, I'd like to be done with Don Quixote, and that's where I am. I'm also still behind in my City of God, but I was just talking to the other group members, and we're going to meet. We're going to have our Zoom meeting this Saturday, and wherever we are, and that's what we're going to discuss. So how far behind am I? Let's see, for this week. What week is it? Yeah, I'm like 90 pages behind. So if you're counting by the end of this week. So I could be more optimistic and say I'm only about, only about 70 pages behind as of this moment. I'll be 90 pages behind by the end of the week. But anyway, I'm going to just keep chugging through it, and wherever I am on Saturday, that's where I am, and we'll just discuss it then. And I still think I can catch up. I just have to keep plugging away at it. I have fallen off the wagon on The Good Soldier Schweik. I was really interested in it. It's absurdist. A lot of it I didn't understand because it's in what is now the Czech Republic, and it's in a different time and place, and I'm not getting all the cultural references and that sort of thing. But it's interesting, and I liked it. I seem to have fallen. I don't know if the discussion just isn't going on, or I feel so out of the loop so often when it comes to like these internet groups. So I don't know. I'm sorry, Mark, at Book Time for Elvis. I haven't even watched any of Mark's videos lately, so I don't know. I've just been off on my own tangent, and I'm having trouble keeping my my finger in the pie, so to speak. So anyway, it's not that I have rejected this book. It was interesting. I'd like to read it. The other thing is my eyes, because my eyes are so bad, they get tired, and I have to prioritize certain things. So I just haven't prioritized it, and it's sort of falling by the wayside. I can't predict what actually is going to happen with The Good Soldier Schweik. I liked it. It just might not happen right now. One thing that I have been invested in pretty fully is the Eustace Diamonds. I am up to page 184 Mr. Dove's Opinion, chapter 25. I'm loving it. Anthony Trollope is an old friend, and I love reading him. And I love all the characters. The characters are so complicated, and you can have really bad characters that are just really entertaining to read about and oddly sympathetic. And yeah, it's really, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. This is the #1 book I'm most invested in, I think, right now. But I also got this book, Consumed, Food for a Finite Planet, and I'm reading it. Let's see, what page am I on? Page 90. And this is just easier to read. You see the spacing of the lines? It's easier to read. The print is a little bigger. But this is the topic of sustainability in our food system. And I'm really in the mood to read this stuff right now. Preparing for Sustainability July, Plastic Free July. And I am really just sucking this in. It's just really, really interesting and sort of validating all the things that I've been learning and thinking and about our food supply and how we feed the world and how we need to change pretty quickly. We need to change the infrastructure because it's so destructive and ultimately will not feed the world, and we need to shift gears. So this is a really, really interesting book. It started off oddly, and I didn't know if I was going to continue because the examples she gives at the very beginning I really quarreled with. But as I kept reading, excellent writer. I mean, she puts things really succinctly. And right now they're talking about food systems in India and in Africa, and how certain things have developed that are healthy, because in those cultures they have a lot of urban agriculture. There's a high rate of unemployment for young people, and so young people have just been natural entrepreneurs and have turned to urban agriculture, and that's sort of saving the food system and providing them an income. So it's really, really interesting how it's so revitalizing. Local food revitalizes the whole community. It's a really, really good force for building civilization. So yeah, this is a really interesting book, and I wish I could just curl up and read this. I would just read it in a couple of days if I had the time. And then I did do a little book purchase, The Outermost House by Henry Beston. I've heard about this book for years and years, and I wanted something to bring with me to read at the beach because we're going on vacation to the Outer Banks. Of course, this is Cape Cod. We're going to be at the Outer Banks, but still, I thought this would be an excellent book to read. And we went out to dinner on Saturday, and right across the street was a Barnes & Noble, so we went over after we'd finished eating, and this was just sitting up there being displayed. And I thought, I've been wanting to read that book for so long. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. All right, so that is it from me. I hope you have a good day, happy reading. I hope you're doing better than I am, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.